What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Weeble is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Weeble brokerage account. Put any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Click on that Weeble link. Open up your new Weeble account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. In today's video, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the housing market. Specifically, 5 reasons why I believe home prices are still high. Number 1 reason home prices are still super high is because of low inventory. When we look at the inventory that we only have about 2.6 months worth of housing inventory. That's not good. Typically, you want to have about 6 months worth of housing inventory. Anytime you have less than 6 months, it's deemed a seller's market. Anytime you have more than 6 months worth of inventory, it's deemed a buyer's market. Needless to say, we're in a seller's market. Now, when you look at housing or home sales, they are rapidly coming down. We're down about 15.8% year over year when it comes to home sales. So sales are dropping, but prices are not. Now let's move on to number 2 reason why home prices are still high, and that's slow building. Here's what I mean. Home developers, right, who actually buy large tracts of land and they build communities, right? They build neighborhoods. These folks are hesitant right now to put all their eggs in one basket. Normally with home builders, they thrive the best when they can require 20 to 25% down from a prospective new homeowner, and then they go out and get 75 or 80% from a bank, cheap money, through a line of credit that they have with some bank. And what they do is they take that 20 to 25% from that prospective homeowner, they start construction of that new house, and then they go to their line of credit. And back in the day, it was super low back then. Let's say all in, it was probably around 2%, 2.5% for them to borrow that money. At that point, it's very, very lucrative for them to do it that way. No money out of their pocket. When you can get 20 to 25% down payment from the prospective home owner, the buyer, and then you can go to the bank and get 75 to 80% at a 2% interest rate, 3% interest rate, it makes sense to build as many houses as you can build. Number 1, when interest rates are low, you have more people who can afford to buy homes. And in this scenario, interest rates are high right now, so that cuts down on the people who can actually afford to buy these houses. And these home builders, these large scale home builders, don't want to be caught with their pants down, because if they can't go out and find someone to buy this property, they're stuck with it, and they're stuck with the overhead. So what a lot of these large home builders are doing, and even some of the small home builders, they're just waiting on folks to come in who have the 20 to 25% to put down. And then what they do at that point is they go ahead, typically out of their operating cash, and they go ahead and build the house. The third reason home prices are still high is because of new buyers. See, millennials are starting to wake up. And even though interest rates are high, a lot of these millennials with good jobs who make great salaries are starting to wake up and say, maybe it's time I buy myself a new home. But since it's less competition, I'm gonna shop around and find the very best deal I can find. I'm gonna get some discounts. I'm gonna get all kind of perks to reduce my purchase price. Now again, that seems as though that is not in step with home prices staying high, but you gotta understand, guys, these perks that a lot of these millennials are getting are perks that do not necessarily affect the actual base price of the house. The perks could be where the builder throws in an upgraded kitchen, or the builder throws in maybe a pool, something of that nature, where the builder probably already has this stuff in inventory just sitting around. So what the builders do is they say, well, hey, buy this house at this price. We're going to throw in this beautiful luxury kitchen. What the new prospective homeowner doesn't realize is the builder already has that kitchen in inventory and it's been sitting there for 6 months because they're not building a lot of houses. So that's a way they incentivize millennials to get in the game and buy these houses when prices are still relatively high. You also have foreign buyers coming into the market and buying up property at or slightly below the purchase price. And the reason they can do that is because they're trying to move their money out of whatever their currency is into the United States, where they believe their currency or their money will be a little bit safer and it'll give it an opportunity to grow. And a lot of these people are buying these properties and they're renting them out. They're paying cash for the property and they're getting an instant return on their investment, as opposed to leaving it in whatever investment in their country it's in, where they're probably not getting any type of return. So you have an uptick in foreign investors as well. Then you also have corporations buying up property as well, new homes, existing homes. And they're simply doing the same thing as these foreign investors are doing. They're buying these properties and they are renting them out. And they're making positive cash flow on that portfolio of residential single-family homes. So those are 3 reasons right there why new buyers are keeping home prices high. The 4th reason why home prices are staying high is because of stricter loan guidelines. Banks and lenders are starting to get strict when it comes to qualifying people for mortgages. And with the increase in interest rates and the stricter lending guidelines, people are not qualifying. I've had several people who have DM'd me on Instagram and have said, hey man, I'm trying to get a loan to buy a house, but I'm getting declined. And I'm asking them, why are you getting declined? And a lot of them are saying, well, I'm getting declined because number one, they want a larger down payment. They don't want to give me, a 10% or a 15%. They're looking for 20 or 25% down payment. So that's the first thing. I can't come up with the down payment. Second reason is debt to income ratio. They're sliding it down. Typically it's around 36 to 45% debt to income ratio would qualify you. Now a lot of these lenders are wanting to go under 36%. They're wanting to go to 32% or maybe even sometimes 30%, which is stricter lending guidelines. Because here's the thing, man, with interest rates so high, housing prices relatively high, lenders don't want to be caught holding the bag. Even though a lot of these lenders do move these loans to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, some of them are portfolio. And all that means is the lender holds on to that paper. They don't actually sell it to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. The 5th reason home prices are staying high is because of no foreclosures. Back in 2008, the last downturn, real estate debacle, foreclosures were in the millions. Millions of people, guys, were being foreclosed on. And a lot of those people were being foreclosed on because they had adjustable rate mortgages. And when those mortgages started to adjust upward with the rate, people couldn't afford to pay the mortgage anymore. But if you fast forward with all the stricter lending guidelines, and you fast forward to 2023, there are relatively no foreclosures out there, guys. Also, the reason there are few foreclosures is because people have a ton of equity in their properties. From 2008 to 2022, people gained almost between 80 and 90% more equity in their properties. From 2020 to 2022, they gained about half of that equity, about 40% of it. So people got so much equity in their properties, even if they can't make the mortgage payment for whatever reason, say they fell on hard times, they got a ton of equity. So all they got to do is just do what? They don't get foreclosed on. They just put the property up for sale and sell it and move on. And that's why you don't see a lot of foreclosures right now. And that lack of foreclosures keeps what? Inventory low and home prices high on the existing low inventory. So there are your 5 reasons why I believe home prices are staying high. Drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know of some additional reasons why you believe home prices are staying high. If you want them 12 free stocks from Weeble, click on that link down in the description box. Open up that Weeble account, go get that free stock, go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you in the next video. Peace.